Yesterday was parallelogram triangle, little circle at the end when we did that bacteria population density. Today, our focus is on trapezoids and rhombuses. All right, rhombi, however you want to do it. Rhombus or trapezoids. We don't have time to go back and look because we wrote all these formulas down. Just remember, these are not on the formula sheet. Your responsibility come test day. Trapezoid, 1/2 the height, base 1 plus base 2. All I ask is please make sure you're adding the bases. Common mistake is the multiplying. And for the rhombus we talked yesterday, another 1/2, but now it's 1/2. I introduced this D1 and D2. Remember what D stood for? That was the what of the rhombus? Diagonal lengths. Remember, they are never equal. Never equal in a rhombus. That's called a rectangle when the diagonals are equal, right? So D1 and D2 should never be the same value, ever. Because we wouldn't be dealing with a rhombus. It would be called a rectangle. Quadrilateral unit. We're going to start doing area of a rhombus first. Quadrilateral unit. We talked about a rhombus. We spent probably a day or two on it. There were a ton of properties. But to find the area, 3 of those properties are going to be very helpful for you. 3 of them. There was a lot, but only 3 of them are going to be helpful in finding the area of a rhombus. Doyle? All sides congruent. That's going to help us. Remembering all sides are congruent. Other properties that, and here's a hint of the ones I'm looking for. Remember what the formula involves. Okay, that's really what I'm looking at. There's a lot. Like if you say opposite sides, opposite angles congruent, you're right, but it's not going to help me find the area. Zeev? Diameters? Diagonals, good. Diagonals, I did the same thing, so today. Diagonals form right angle or are perpendicular. Which, yes, they form right angles. Diagonals are perpendicular and
does the longer bisect be shorter?
That's kite. That's in a kite. That's in a kite. So I'm looking at something else about the diagonals. And here's a hint. It was a parallelogram property too I'm looking for.
Sides are.
Yes, true. Not going to help me find the area. I'm looking for something that deals with these bad boys. In a rhombus, also anything in the parallelogram family happens. They bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other. Did you get a map yesterday, Amy? Find out where Delaware is?
No. What's the capital of the state?
Oh, boy. Now that's testing Dover?
I have no idea.
I think. Anybody want to confirm Dover? Capital of Delaware? See, that's like, I don't know if anybody of you have like a little like weird thing that you're pretty good at. Like that's my wheelhouse is state capitals. I don't know why. Ever since I was young, state capitals.
What's Utah State?
Utah, Salt Lake City. My kryptonite with that though is like the small New England states.
What's like the capital of like North Dakota?
Let's go. North Dakota? Bismarck. South Dakota's Pierre.
Are you right? Let's see.
I'm not doing this all day. This isn't quiz me on the state and see if I'm right or wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Bismarck and Pierre. I'm pretty sure Bismarck is North Dakota. Yep. That's my weird hidden talent, everyone. It's state capitals. If you got any other during the course of today, just let's roll. All right, one diagonal. Let's go into area of a rhombus. One diagonal is 6 feet. Area of the whole rhombus is 48. Find the measure of the other diagonal. Help me plug in these values. First question, where's the 6 going? Where's the 6 going in my formula? Amy, where's the 6 going?
D1.
D1, yep. So 1/2. D1 is 6. How about for the 48 square feet? 48 square feet. Where is that going to go? Ooh, Josh? In the area. All right. I'm not looking for the area. I'm giving it to you. And now how you represent the second diagonal, you can leave it D2 if you want. You can put an X, Y, whatever floats your boat. Whatever your favorite letter is. All right, let me see you algebraically solve for X here. And what's the other diagonal length here? Other diagonal length, Zeev?
16.
16. You guys know we're in a new unit here. What? Like, this is... God, you know how... This ticks me off. Just go. Come on.
Alright. 5 left. Genie, book, page girl. White. Curtains. Slide left. Cube. Swale.
Sounds like one more. Okay, one shot. Slide rights. Genie coming out. Curtains. White. Slide left. Cube. Books. Swing. Pinwheel. Fade. Star. Drop. Spin. Curl. Flip. Clock. Okay, what do we got? Shatter or Promethean person? Ready? Here we go.
Wait, didn't like more than one
Book.
person vote for drop?
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Sorry. Well, I guess it wasn't drop anyway, so we didn't need to worry about it. It was the book nobody chose. All right, so it was 16 here. What I was about to say before I was rudely interrupted by this game I've agreed to. Units, right? Units are important. This unit. What are we going here? Feet squared or just feet? Just feet. All right, good. We got just feet. All right, now let's actually find the area of this rhombus, but the diagonals aren't going to come easy to you. So start with the formula, 1/2 D1, D2. All right, no diagonal is given to us. No full diagonal anyway, but use one of the properties we just wrote above for properties of a rhombus. You should get one diagonal length immediately. Immediately. What's one diagonal length right off the bat using those properties, Doyle? That's half of it, though.
Oh.
And we need D1 represents a full diagonal. And they bisect each other. What?
20.
Are you all right? That's...
Oh. It's 80.
You good? You've been hanging out in that group too long. 40, yep. So that's going to be a total of 80. We're good there? We sure, Doyle? We all right? Okay. Making me nervous. All right, what about the other diagonal, though? Well, this is why I told you guys, hey, another property forms a right angle. They're perpendicular. What can I do to find the other diagonal length here? Ian, what's your plan? Use Pythag. Yep. A squared plus B squared always equals C squared. Where's the 40 and the 50 going in Pythagorean theorem? We're flying here. Olivia, where's the 40 going? A, yep. And how about the 50? Good. Just want to make sure we put the 50 in for the hypotenuse. And when you have that value, let me know. What's that value you got from Pythag when you're ready? Josh?
30.
30, good. Don't be tempted here. 30 is not going into the formula. What's going into the formula for area of a rhombus here? 13, Cassini, what do you have? 60, good. It's tempting once you find something to plug it in, but we got to double it first. And then once we calculate it, 2,400. Now I put the square unit, so make sure we're square inches there. Make sure we are square inches. All right, there's your rhombus, everybody. Look good? Next up, trapezoid. So let's remember that formula, 1/2 the height, B1 plus B2. I'll start with this. What's already given that I can plug in, and where are you plugging it into? All right, what's already given on the diagram that I can plug into somewhere? 15, Gabby. 2 bases, good. Make sure we are adding them together. And it looks like I'm going to need your help finding the height, and you guys see what numbers plastered there at angle C, so I'm sure you know what's upcoming. But before we get there, let's talk about the height. There is one height already in that diagram. It's AD. Realize that AD is a height. Not the one I need, though. Not the one, it's way over there. The 45 is over at angle C. So let's draw in the other height coming from vertex B. Could I try to find AD? I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm more confident I could find this height drawn from vertex B because I've just created a 45, 45, 90. I am running into a problem we didn't run into yesterday. I know 0 sides of that, though. I need a side to start with. I don't care how good I am at the rules. If you don't give me a side on the 45, 45, 90, I can't get you a second side. So I need somebody to talk me through how to get a side in that 45, 45, 90 triangle. I need a side somehow. Need a plan, Gabby. What do you got for me?
Like the height you drew from is right where it's like 6.
Yep.
So then it's 6 and 5 on the bottom.
Rectangle over here. Opposite sides congruent. That gives me 6. Gabby can subtract. We know that from the last couple days. So that's going to be 5. Across from the 45. And what do you know about the 2 legs in a 45, 45, 90? So I can finish this. Zoe, what do you know about the 2 legs? They're congruent, so that height has to be 5. Calculate that area, and we're looking at 42.5. Now, quickly, anybody notice any units on that diagram? So no, so I will not expect any on your answer. I know anybody do this in the middle school days, your teacher, well, if there's no units, put a U squared there for unit. It's garbage, give me a break. It's ridiculous, whoever showed you that. 42.5, we're done. No units on the answer.
Should we not like do that squared thing?
Nope. Because if you do that, that's not 42.5 anymore, right? That's a totally new number. So nope. We're good. No units, don't put any on. All right, part B. We got 7 and 11 as the bases. You know what's coming up to find the height. So we got 7 and 11. All right, draw that. Again, SR is a height. SR is a height, but not one that I need. So I'm going to draw the height in coming from vertex P to make a good old 30, 60, 90. Using Gabby's technique from part A, I made a rectangle. Opposite sides are 7. And 11 minus 7, I got a 4 there. All right, let's slow it down because a little more rules here. Where's the 4 across from?
The smallest.
The 30, which makes it the shorter leg. And the height is across from the 60. So what do I do to the shorter leg to get to the longer one? What rule did we write down yesterday? Shorter to longer. Ooh. Thomas? What do I do to the shorter leg to get to the longer leg in a 30, 60, 90? Multiply by? Radical 3. So we should have 4 radical 3 in for the height. And notice the directions above. Leave your answer in simplest form. Your calculator does it for you. .36 radical 3 in simplest radical form. No units. Nope. So I don't need any on my answer. Whew. How are we doing before we go to one more trapezoid question? We're okay on this? Because this one's a lot tougher than A and B. This next one. Whoa! Oh, look at Emilia. Not Amelia, huh? Emilia. Look at that. She designed a pennant shown for her team. Find the area of her team's pennant. Before we calculate the area, can we take a look at this pennant? Team E, right? Team E, everyone see what they're doing there? The E team, Aaron, Amelia, and Elena. Who else could be on this team? I'll start. Emily. Who else could be on this team? Ethan. Didn't say it had to be all females. Yep. Who else? Let's go. Come on. Really? Eric. Eli. Emma. I can't. Elizabeth. Thank you. Thank you. That's a popular one on the team. Nobody else. Everett. There we go. Ella. Thank you. Emmanuel. Oh, let's see what I did there. Yeah. Nobody. Like this is the toughest thing to solve. Edward. Ed to some of his friends. Eduardo. I'm cooking. Nothing else? Well, if you think of any while we're doing the rest of the notes, just yell it out. And I don't know if anybody noticed this yet. The team with the edge. Oh, I love these corny things. E, edge starts with E, just filling some of you guys in on the joke. All right, so it's a trapezoid. What values am I already given that I can plug in? Give me a value I can plug in here that you already know. I don't have to solve for. Whoa, 1-zip. Matt, good talk. Josh, what's one value I can plug in? Height, which is 4. Good. So the height's 4. And there's one other value I can plug in here. Zoe, what other value? 10 for the base. All right. Last 2 problems I had you solve for the height. Now I need that other base, which is right here. I need that other base, and I am not going to say a word about it. You can either work by yourself or talk it over in your group. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes. I can give you 2 to 3 minutes to find that other base. All right. How can you find that other base with all this information about Team E?
Oh, Enid.
Enid?
Yeah, Enid.
Is that a name?
I don't know. What about Amen?
Amon. Yep. Yeah. What are you doing there? Yeah. Amon.
How would you find
Ellery.
Ellery? Have you ever met someone named Ellery?
Pretty sure there's a girl on my daughter's lacrosse team named Ellery. I have no idea what she looks like, but I keep hearing her name being yelled out. So, Eleanor. Yep.
So that's 4.
Wait, why can't we just do like Pythagorean theorem and get like this, and then subtract 10 minus.
Oh yeah.
To get. Wait.
Anybody say Elena?
No, we don't.
Elena?
Wait, I don't think that would work. Wait, actually, yeah.
How are we doing finding that side, or finding that base, I should say? A lot of people, I already have the height drawn in, so I'm going to forget about height. But remember, I think if you drew the other height in, that would help you, because I already know the length there. It's got to be 4. That height's got to be 4. They're all the same. Now I form a right triangle there. Because remember, don't forget, the 10 is for the whole base. All right, the 10's the whole base, not that side of the triangle. So what I'm hoping you guys saw was, hey, I can do Pythag. 4 squared plus that other side squared with 10 equals 8.5 squared. Find that side, which is 7.5. So that side now is 7.5. Subtract it from 10 and you get the other base, which is 2.5. And that was what? 10 minus 7.5. Forgot how we got it. All right. And 25, if I can remember correctly. 25 square inches, units. All right. I was going to do this last one with you, but since Doyle kindly reviewed it for us on his homework question, you and your group, I'm just going to put the answers up here. Perimeter and area. This is not a 30, 60, 45, 45, so you're going to have to use your ratios, sine, cosine, tangent. All right, so talk it over with your group. I'm just going to plop the answers up. If your answer doesn't match, call me over. I recommend doing the area first, but that's up to you. You can do perimeter first. Nearest hundredth in your answer, nearest hundredth. I'm just going to write the answers up here. If it matches, move on to the homework assignment. If it doesn't match, call me over. You can talk it over with people in your group too.
Ooh, Eliana. That's a D and M.
Eliana, yep. Could be an A though.
But Rhode Island. You know that?
Ooh, let me think about that. Let me think. Ooh, oh boy. Usually something comes to mind right away, but